Hello, and welcome to another player draft analysis video. Today, I'll be going over Jack Conklin, offensive tackle, Michigan State. Starting off, Jack Conklin, 6'6", 208 pounds,
marked down at the 34,
and was a first-team All-Big Ten selection in 2015.
Well, they'll keep it going today after that run. Decent pickup by the
Again, I don't have much to talk about the tackles. There's not stats. There's not else. So it's really just my personal opinion on these guys and just how I personally think they'll pan out and be. So I think Conklin is my favorite tackle in the draft. I'm not saying he's the best, but he is my favorite tackle in this draft. He's my favorite offensive lineman in this draft. But I think he's the kind of guy that you want as a run blocker and a pass blocker. He's very nasty, and he's very aggressive and hard. You know, he'll block and finish the block with you on your ass. So I really like Jack Conklin and how he plays.
The Colts now move the chains.
So, let's hop into the pros and cons. My first one, I already said it. Aggressiveness and toughness. He's very aggressive, very tough. Again, he's going to knock you over, and he's going to run through you if he has the opportunity. So,
Johnson's tackled down at the 31.
Next, a really good run blocker for being an offensive tackle. I know a lot of tackles aren't the greatest run blockers sometimes, so him being an offensive tackle, his run blocking is superb, and it's tough. He'll run through a guy who's set, hit them, and drive them basically away from the play.
The big guy's not fast enough.
And
use a small guy, well, he's not big enough.
They get pushed for being a more of a run blocker, in my personal opinion, he also has very good footwork, and he has a very decent footwork. I wouldn't say good.
And the second quarter is underway.
I think he has good footwork.
And it's James Laurinaitis in on the tackle.
Is just overall a solid pass blocker.
Through the zone.
I personally play Conklin on the right side for about 2 years and then shift him to the left.
And this pass goes incomplete.
If I was a head coach of a team that had to make a decision on Conklin, I personally would keep him at right tackle for 2 years and then move him to the left. Unless you needed him at left tackle, like there is no one really there.
What a hit that time. Good
anticipation that time by the defender. He's not an elite athlete. He's not going to be the quickest offensive lineman. He doesn't have the quickest feet.
And he converts here on the field goal.
And just overall athleticism.
The upper hand.
He isn't the most athletic guy on the field at any given time.
Nothing like getting that field goal attempt and then making it. That's when you like
again, he makes up with that with his toughness and his nastiness. And overall just strength, I guess.
The Rams come to the line in a tight game here in the second quarter. The score is 3-0.
His footwork, good, not great. I think his footwork is good, but a great would be Stanley and Laramie Tunsil. So I think his is good, not great.
What a good job by the
but
running back
I think it's good enough to get him by in the NFL until he develops it a bit more.
And we've reached the 2-minute warning in this one. The Rams at the line of scrimmage.
And overall, that's really all my cons for him. Again, he's personally my favorite tackle in this draft class.
This would be ruled incomplete.
I think he is the toughest guy. He's not the most athletic guy, which is why I think he should play right tackle for 2 years until he can become a better overall player.
Rams at the line of scrimmage with their set of receivers in a bunch formation.
He makes up for that non-athleticism for being a big, tough, nasty guy. So, I currently have him rated as a early to mid-first rounder. Early meaning, I guess mid would be considered like after pick 10. I consider that still early.
The receiver on the screen. Into the open.
God damn it, really?
Away from the ball Well, there's a flag down on the field.
All right. So, I consider early, like after, like between like.
The defense accepts the penalty.
Early is before pick 15. Mid is between 15 and 20 in my mind. 15 and 20, like 7 is mid.
Gurley's got it. Screenplay.
So
now they take the
that's
football
it.
Onto the
Early
picks
picks 1 to like 13. Mid 14 to about 28, and then or 20 like 4, and then late is 25 to 30.
You go with the hurry up offense. That time, a good job by the coach and the quarterback.
So
Davis gonna
I spent like a minute trying to describe what I have considered
You got to
early.
be able to adjust when you run these drag routes
So
across the
first
field.
team I have is Chicago.
Always be right on target. Can you reach behind?
They just
the catch,
signed
and
Bobby
keep going
Massey,
full speed?
who I
That's the
probably
sign
think they're
of a
going to
good
start at right tackle. So if they really want to draft the guy, I think they should draft Stanley if he's there. But if they really fall in love with Jack Conklin, they can start him at left tackle and let him take his licks there. Or put Bobby Massey at left, Conklin at right, and let
the Colts with a nickel look here on defense.
God, I said his name in the other video that I didn't understand there. I just forgot it. Kyle Long. Let Kyle Long move back inside to guard, where he is much more used to, where he's much more used to playing. But next, Miami. Miami has a lot of needs currently, and I think offensive line is one of them. I think they can stand to fix that offensive line to give Ryan Tannehill a better chance of being even a solid quarterback for Miami. I think Tannehill has the talent. It's just he needs the offensive line and needs a defense that will help him stay. Will help him when he can't, blow out teams. Next is Oakland. They just signed Kesey Osmeal, and they have
looking to tie the game on this field goal try.
Whatever his name is, Penn, something Penn. So he'll start at left. Kesey Osmeal, I personally think would probably be better suited as a guard. But if they want, they could put Osmeal at left tackle, move Penn to right, and then completely just skip out a quarterback, which is I think what they should do. And they should just worry about a guard if they really need to address offensive line.
The Colts put some points on the board on their previous possession.
Next is Detroit again. Same thing. Detroit needs help on pretty much every position in my mind on the offensive line. Personally, I think they go, if it's available, defensive back. Definitely could probably go offensive line in the first round.
Gets about 9 on the play. The Colts signal for a timeout. They have
I think they'll probably go
remaining.
defensive back if there's one available.
The Rams defense brings in
Next is Indianapolis. Indianapolis is going to draft an offensive lineman in the first round no matter what. It doesn't really matter because they are drafting an offensive lineman in the first round no matter what you think. So I think Conklin will step in and be a great tackle.
Will take the snap from the gun. Going deep, but it falls incomplete.
But I think he could step into Indianapolis, be a day one starter. Keep Anthony Costanzo at left tackle. I think he's solid at left for now until that either Conklin develops or they find a guy who they trust playing right tackle.
Flag is down.
Or playing left tackle.
Penalty is, of course, going to be accepted
Next
by
I
the
have
defense.
Buffalo.
After that penalty, it's now
Again, they
second
need
down
a
and
right
20.
guard, so again, I think Conklin's better suited as a right guard right now in his career. Or early in his career, I think he'd be better suited as a right guard.
Pass is intercepted.
So, or right tackle.
Rams retake the
I'm all
field
over the
on
place
offense.
today.
They just piled up the yardage the last time they had
So,
it, but walked away with only 3.
I think that him and Cordy Glenn could be a very good tackle combination, especially because both of them are both good in the pass and the run.
Intercepted.
So, I'm excited to Jets. Christopher Ferguson is getting older. He can't play forever. I think he's going to be entering his 10th season soon. So he's getting up there in age. So they can find a guy who can play right tackle now and then eventually take over for Christopher Ferguson on the left side. So we'll see. I think that's like the minimal where he'll go. I doubt he drops much farther than that. There's a lot of need on an offensive line. Personally, I think that with the 18th pick in the 2016 NFL Draft, the Indianapolis Colts will select Jack Conklin, offensive tackle, Michigan State. I think he gets past Detroit. I think that Detroit will prioritize their defense and then go address offensive line in a later round. I think this is a pretty deep offensive line class, at least tackle-wise, with Decker and Beavers being second and third round talents, potentially second and third round talents who can step in and be solid starters eventually. And there's a couple guys in later rounds who can also do the same deal, who are athletic guys who can make, be solid starters eventually. So I think he gets past Detroit. Detroit will prioritize their defensive backfield if there's a guy available. If not, this is all thrown out the window, and they'll draft Conklin no matter what. But either way, Indianapolis drafts a tackle, whether it be Decker or Conklin. They're drafting someone, whoever is available. I think it'll be Conklin. I think he's fit well in Indianapolis. Again, I think their first 3 picks, or 4 of their first, or 3 of their first 4 picks will probably be on the offensive side of the ball, or offensive line, more specific. Would be offensive line picks. Saying first round, third round, and fourth round. I think the second round will probably target maybe another wide receiver, maybe some more help on the defense as defensive back or something. So that's currently what I think. That's where I have him projected to Indianapolis. Again, I think he'd be a great fit in Indianapolis. Him and Costanzo can both be solid tackles, and one can either, if Costanzo doesn't step his game back up, or if Conklin, just plays better than him on the right side. Either way, Conklin will be on the left side of that line eventually. It's just whenever they either get rid of Costanzo or just do their thing. Doesn't really matter. But that's pretty much it for this episode, or whatever you want to call it. I don't care. Up next will be Taylor Decker from Ohio State. I don't really know much about Taylor Decker, so I'm kind of just banking on watching some tape, getting a quick overview of what I know he can do, as I've been doing with my other tackles. I already knew what Larry Tunsil and Stanley were capable of, but I'm not even going to finish off this game because I already lost it. Excuse me. So for now, this is J-Wax, signing off.